So yeah, the price is really great. It's I think this particular one's 56,000. Looks like all the rest of them inside. Nice looking mod. Everything works. Got a pretty cool ladder there, but the thing about it is there's 5 in the pack, and they range from 56 to about 85. Believe it or not, they're in harvesters. So we'll go and have a look. Scroll along here, and there they are, the 5 up the end. Now we're using the cheap one, so we'll go in and have a look at it. Any moment now, there we go. Not that high in the horsepower, not that big a capacity, but if you're doing one of those log and start from scratch, carrying a $10 log 6 miles to the sell point, it's going to take you a month of Sundays to buy a $300,000 harvester. So these could be a cheap option. 56 grand, you could probably get a header for cheap, maybe 70. You can have a harvester that works, which is more attainable than trying to get something expensive. For some unknown reason, the $85,000 one isn't the most powerful, and it hasn't got the biggest capacity, so I can't really work that out, what's going on there. Maybe it's those funky stickers on the side that make it look nice or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, you got 5 to pick from, and the thing I like about it is it's cheap, and as usual I'm not going to go through the options. So our next one is the Lizard 400 bus. Now this would be fantastic if you were doing scenarios where you had a multiplayer farm, and now that you can have multiple sleep triggers, or you could all live out in the mountains or something, and have a bit of a bus route that goes around and takes everyone down to town to go to work. Or I think you probably need I'm pretty sure you'd need the converted DLC to be able to take passengers on board. But how cool is that? It'd be unreal driving around in a bus with everybody in there. It's got a very cool door opening option, sounds just like a bus door. On the front it's got the on that old, our one you had to stand up and scroll a knob that turned a board type thing, like a material thing that had the destinations, but nowadays it's all digital. It sounds like a bus. You gotta love that it's like a compression brake. I think that's fantastic. But nah, the bus. The reason I picked this for a mod of the week is because it's just so cool and so different. Yeah. Now I'll just have to. I can't remember how to do this bit. This is a bit tricky, so I'll have to turn the help menu on for a second. I'm hopeless with remembering stuff, but there's an option here. Yeah, you can open the door. See that? Look at that. Storage. Go and pick the boys up, and maybe they've got some luggage. Maybe they want to bring that crate of cakes. Cakes would be good. Everybody likes cake. So yeah, got a bus full of cakes. That is very, very cool. Yeah, I like it. If you haven't got one, get one. That's what I say. You paint it in a million colours too. You can make it like your own school bus if you remember what colour that was. I think mine was like a terrible baby ship brown, if I remember rightly. My first one anyway. Where do we get it? Well, it's not in the buses section because there isn't one. It's in the car section. 24,000. 1,000 colours. Stickers, no stickers. A couple of options. Number plate. Yeah. I like it. So there it is. The Lizard 400. I wonder if that's how fast it goes. Maybe not. Not with that much horsepower. Now moving right along. We paid the cameraman extra this week, so he's doing a couple of long type of shots just to make sure that nobody misses anything. But I'm sure he'll wake up in a minute and we'll be off to the next mod. There we go. Fall asleep there, mate. So here we go, here's our next one. And this is very cool indeed. So this is a forage wagon, and it's called the TARDIS. It's actually the right colour too. I don't know if you're familiar with what a TARDIS is, but Doctor Who flies around in a phone box. That's an English phone box, it's a police box actually it is, not a phone box. He flies around in one of those. It's actually that colour as well, very close. And it's like, well, it's like a police box, which is small like a phone box, a bit bigger. But the thing is, when you go inside Doctor Who's TARDIS, it's gigantic, it's like a mansion. So yeah, it's got a bit of a sort of time warpy feel about it, and so is this. It looks like, you know, just all the other wagons. But yeah, the good thing about it is you can do plenty of field work with it. What I like to do is I hook up a mower on the front. I like auto play, you've probably noticed if you're watching my Let's Play. I get very bored with going up and down on fields for too long. But I do most of that behind the scenes. But if you hook a mower on the front and hook this up, this will do small to medium fields completely without having to go back and check on it. So you can be off doing other things. You find it in forage wagons, believe it or not. Way down the end, there's a $52,000 50,000 one if you don't want to be one of those unrealistic guys, if you want to, you know, think, oh, I'm not cheating. Or you can take the big 200,000 litre one. Now that's a lot. That's great. Even if you've got whopping big fields, you know, you might empty it every now and again. But I had a little 16,500, I think it's the base game first one once, and I'd go up and halfway back and it'd be full, and I had a huge field. So yeah, they make small fields look big. This makes big fields look small. Hey, what about that? It's a bit of a tongue twister, or food for thought. That's what it is. But anyway, yeah, it comes in a few different colours and that. You got to go to police box blue. Silage additive tank. Don't know if I already mentioned that. I don't know what that even does, to be quite honest. Maybe someone can put in the comments. Next one's this. I think it's the ELHO. ELHO, like sounds like ELO the band back when I was a kid. But yeah, it's the stone picker. Looks just like the other one, more or less. Lifts up to empty. You can empty them on the side of the field or into a really low trailer. The basic trailer used to come at the start of the game. I think it's a mod nowadays. It used to be the first ever trailer, standard one. Little Strautman or something like that. Get it to 8,000, you can empty it into it. But yeah, you see it folds down. Find it in stone pickers. What's going on here? Sorry about this, folks. I've been having a bit of trouble with my controller lately. I think it's called toggle drift. It's where you, I don't know, your toggles start to play up and they do whatever they want. But there it is, 64, a little bit more than the other one. Considering, yeah, the thing, what we like about it, it's 9.5 metres wide. So it's only 10 or 12 grand more, but it's almost twice as wide, which tells me that it's going to do stuff twice as fast. So I sort of got put off doing stone because, you know, by the time you lime it and plough it and fertilise it and plant it and get the stone out, and that, you know, you think, Jesus, this is a long, tedious process. But with this, you know, the way I see it, if it's 9.5 metres, the other one was 5.5, 4 metres wider, maybe it should do it at maybe, let's have it, 85%, I'd say it's 85% faster. It's not 100% because it'd have to be 11 metres. But yeah, 85% faster. We'll stick with that. We'll make that gospel. If anyone asks, oh yeah, it's 85% faster. Just say it like you know what you're talking about. But yeah, there's a couple of options there. Not many. But it might be enough to get me to turn stone back on. Because yeah, that's pretty cool. The other thing is you can make stone into lime, make your own lime. That's always handy. Everything costs money. If you want to go down a let's play type role, you know, like for yourself or a scenario, we're going sustainability where you create all your own products because you've got the opportunity to make your own seed now and you've got cows for manure and blah 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 blah. Make your own lime using that. Next one now, this is a mod by Missy B. Now, Missy B's not had a lot out on FS22 that I've seen, but on FS19 she had some fantastic mods. It's funny how on this game two of the best modders, as far as I'm concerned, both, well, I assume Missy B's, I shouldn't assume, but I think Missy B's a female. Missy B and Ambertana, I know Ambertana's a female, and yeah, the girls are knocking it out of the park because these mods, they come up with mods that you think, gee, I wish there was one of those, and then suddenly a month later there is. This is down here in the silo section, and what it is it holds seed, fertiliser and herbicide, 300,000 total, so that's roughly 100,000 of each. But it's just all compacted in one spot, you know, so whether you want to buy it or make it or however you want to get it, put it in here. I've been using some hydroponic greenhouses lately that have a really good production rate, but they take herbicide. So this would be ideal. You could have this here, and then over there on the right you could have 2 or 3 of those greenhouses, and they also do your basic lettuce, tomatoes, strawberries, but they also do olives and grapes. So yeah, you get the grapes pumping, make raisins, get the olives going, make some oil, and yeah, you can afford to keep this full. And it's only like 15 grand. Yeah, I can't see how you go wrong with it, really. I can't. I think it's just nice and neat and compact, you know. So yeah, another cool mod. Bit of extra camera work there. Like I said, I've paid more. Now, I don't normally go in for tractors and harvesters because they're all the same at the end of the day, but I've got 2 harvesters, one because it was cheap and this one just because it's cool. And the reason I like it is because it's not a class, it's not a Fendt, it's not a John Deere, it's a versatile. Now, if you're looking for versatility, well, you need a versatile. And it's just cool, it's just different. You know, the only other real different ones, you've got the Faray, whatever thing, the big green one, and you got the Russell match, but yeah, there's not a real lot of variety when it comes to harvesters, especially nice big modern flash ones like this. This is cool. It's yeah, runs nice. Looks like it'd take any sort of header. I didn't really check that out, but it takes some good size ones. Once again, surprise, surprise, it's in harvesters. Go down the end here. There she is. 329,000. 570 or something horsepower, 1200 litre capacity, couple of options. There's some cool tyre options, like I said, like you probably know by now. I don't do options, but other people do. If you want to check it out, they'll show you all the options, but go through it yourself. There's tracks for the front that look very cool. But yeah, it's just different. The versatile RT520. Not overly priced, and yeah, very cool. I like it. There's our little bit of the dragged out camera work there. Oh, hang on, here we go. Last of our mods today is this whopping big thing. Check it out. You wouldn't be putting it on a Crayback or Fruitling or somewhere like that. You'd need to put it on Western Wilds to fit it in. As you can see, my landscaping's absolutely dreadful, but we come under here. This is where it holds 600,000 litres of grain. So nothing fancy, no pallets, anything like that. That's where you put it in. Really cool looking mod, you know, it's got, just looks good. Take it out there. I like these drive under in and out things. I don't know what it is, it gives me a bit of a stiffy. I've always, yeah, there's other silos that have that too, and I've always preferred them. That goes over to the other side. Obviously, it's like a grain pipe for imaginary purposes. I don't think it actually drops grain in here. Another look at that landscaping. Open up this door and check this out. You get a huge shed. Look at the size of this. Want to fill it up with pallets, machinery. Knock yourself out. You can do whatever you want in here. It's got a light switch. A door. But yeah, we come back out here, and like I said, if you were doing like a, well, say a Let's Play, and you built your own, say you're doing start from scratch and you built your own sale section, you know, where you bought everything and sold everything and all that, you could whack this in the middle of all your sell points and your buy points and have your own storage facility. You know, say you're on Western Wilds and you had a huge facility that you built, biogas plant, a lot. You could whack this in the middle and store all your own stuff handy to your sale points. And yeah, I think it's great. Very cool. There's one peculiar thing about it. It's in silos. You go through the silos here and you go, yeah, where is it? Oh, it's got to be in here somewhere. What? Oh. Look at the size of the picture. It's the biggest thing I've ever seen, and it's got the smallest picture. I went past it a couple of times. I thought, where the hell is it? Don't tell me I haven't ticked this box. What's going on? But anyway, yeah, there it is, 385. You could probably add extensions to it too. Like 600,000 is not really that much when you look at some of the size of the fields that you get nowadays. Probably fill it all up with one thing. Then again, you know, leave it in there until story time. But I think you can get those. Yeah, check out the D juniors as well. So you'd think that they'd go with this. So you know, if you grab, I think there's only those ones. Yeah, if you grab one of those, there's a $200,000 one there. Grab that and whack it up the back, and see how that goes. Yeah, that'd make it 800. You put 5 on me to make it 1.6 million if you wanted. Well, it goes there. Whether I don't think it's going to show us if it actually works or not. I don't think it'll up the capacity here because yeah, you'd have to. But yeah, very cool. Anyway, if you guys want to fiddle around with that and see if it works, send it in the comments. Anyway, that's this week's mods of the week from, I think it was August 20 to 27. There's about 50-60 mods came out this week, but most of them were just same old, same old. There was a smaller version of the Trees Be Gone, which went on a front end loader, which was pretty cool, but it was just the same as the other one. Anyway, that's the end of this week's mods of the weeks. Thanks for spending your time with me, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.